Folks, let me introduce the man, the Ghanaian, the African, the only man in the world who opened his mouth and he said, Einstein is an idiot. Show some love to my great brother, Joris Wattenberg in the house. Joris, you made that statement on this show long ago. I think you were my third guest on TJF.
Yes,
second or third guest. Yeah.
It was about a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That's right.
And he said, "Oh, Einstein is an idiot," and it created
yes,
created many waves.
Yes,
and you said on that program about 2.5 years ago, that you were going to disprove Einstein.
Yeah.
How far have you gone with it?
Pretty far. Not only pretty far, but conclusively. Let me explain. I was doing a book at the time called, which is the second edition of a book I'd finished doing just when I came on your program. The book is called The Science of Biblical Creation. Now, at the time, I was doing the second edition of the book, and I have just finished that second edition.
Okay.
Potential readers can go on our website, www.yeshurun.com. That's Yeshurun spelled YESHRUN.com, to go and find out everything about the book and find out everything about science, everything about the earth, the universe, everything you ever wanted to know. And I believe that it's important because we have reached a stage, this earth, this universe, has reached a stage where every single human being must start to take an interest in the science of the earth, in the science of the universe, and everything. As you know, I'm not a scientist.
You're not a scientist. You're a lawyer by profession.
Yes. But I cannot explain here how I got into the science of things and all that. But I'm now devoted totally to, towards research and work in science. And I'm talking about science in general, cosmology, which is the science of the planets and the sun and everything else, atomic physics, electromagnetism, quantum physics. This is the small scale universe, nuclear physics, everything.
Are you reading up and researching in these areas, or these are?
Yes, we have done a lot of research into them, and I've disproved a lot of stuff that already exists, and where science has come to a what do you call something of a cul-de-sac where they cannot go any further.
You've gone beyond that?
I've gone beyond that. I mean, in other words, my work on atomic physics, for example, disproves what is called the uncertainty principle.
Which is?
Mathematically. The uncertainty principle states that you cannot measure the velocity and the position of a particle at the same time. You see, if you measure the velocity, you get the position wrong, and if you measure the velocity position, you get the velocity wrong. So they cannot tell what the exact position of an electron is. Remember that your computers, your TV sets, everything else and all that, the pictures you see on it are pixels. These are the radiations of the electron. That's why they call them electronics. What the electron does radiates out. But they can't, they think the electron moves so fast. In fact, Paul Dirac is one of the scientists who really ushered in the era of the electrons as you know it now, with certain mathematical formulation.
So what is your studies disproving? Is this proving what?
It shows, my studies show, and it is now in the book, which is coming out now, that you can, with my equations, mathematical equations, you can now tell the position, the radiations, the mass, the velocity, everything of the electron at the same time, accurately. And which means that from now on, you are going to get instant access memory computers. Instant access memory. This is no joke. Because, I mean, what they come up with was that the mathematical equation that is the basis of present day computers and everything else, is that the mass of the electron multiplied by the uncertainty in its position multiplied by the uncertainty in its velocity is equal to less than Planck's constant 6.626 times 10 to the minus 34 joule seconds. Yeah?
George, I don't understand anything. Time out. I don't understand anything.
But in my work, you have the mass of the.
Can you break it down to the basics? What does this mean? What you said? I think those who understand math in the audience who are applauding.
You see, that's why I want everybody to take an interest in science, because the Earth has reached a stage where if you don't take an interest in science, other people are actually killing the Earth and killing us along with it. I'll come to that in a minute. Okay. You wanted to get a bit of a breakdown here. Everything in the universe is about position. You see, you can't eat your food unless you know the position of your food. You can't talk to your wife unless you know her position. You can't go to London unless you know where London is. Okay. Everything in the universe is about position.
Okay, I understand
so
that.
Everything about science is in locating the position of objects. That's all.
I see.
Your mobile phone, what it does basically is to search for the position of the guy you want to call. Okay. And to do that, they do something very simple. The guy you are going to call, his mobile phone is constantly emitting a signal to the tower. Unless he takes out his batteries, his mobile phone is always emitting a signal saying, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. So when you call him, the thing connects up the two things and you are able to locate him. I see. Otherwise, you can't locate him. I see. See, people think it's not magic, it's, it's very basic. So that's why they can find you wherever you are. As long as you have batteries in your mobile phone, they can configure it, triangulate it, and find exactly where you are on this planet. Because that signal is going off you all the time, saying, I am at point so 30 degrees west. That's what happens. Okay. You understand? Okay. The reason why I want people to take an interest in the Earth is that it is obvious, or it should be obvious to everybody, that every single day there's a natural disaster somewhere. The Earth is changing. It's not just about global warming. Things are falling apart. Seriously. The Earth is coming to a stage where it's going to kill all of us. All of us. And people are doing things on this Earth that are making the Earth disintegrate, more or less. Yes. At the moment the Earth is contracting. So you're going to get more and more earthquakes everywhere, even in places where you never had earthquakes before. You're getting, the UN said that the natural disasters have increased fourfold since the 80s. Now, every day I switch on the TV, CNN and others, there's some earthquake somewhere, the other volcano, fires. I mean, every day there's a disaster somewhere. And this is because people are doing things on this planet that they should not be doing. Simply because they don't understand the way this planet works. They don't understand the way the universe works. There's nothing that is at random. What for example, are we doing that we shouldn't be doing?